So, talking is great, showing is better sometimes, so Damien's just going to walk us through a little bit more specifically about the pails and rails, using me as a bit of a guinea pig.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
So we're going to do pails and rails. We're going to work on internal rotation for your capsules. So we're going to do a couple max efforts. And how are you going to do it? You're going to go side lying on here, so let's, just like that. We're going to take, the biggest thing with this is our body doesn't want to be leaning back, so I want to make sure that your shoulders are stacked, and this guy is tucked down.
Okay, so like right over each other here?
Yeah, and then I don't want this guy to hike up, because what people want to do is that. People like to do this, so senior heavy. If you look up here, this guy. So here,
okay.
So you're trying to think about tucking that guy down as we're going to get into internal rotation. The next piece, we're going to slide this elbow right up in there, and we're going to keep this hand kind of pointing towards belt line, okay?
Okay.
And now from there, you'll take this top hand, take it up and kind of slowly rotate it down into some range and find a stretch for yourself, keeping this guy slightly bent towards belt line.
So like 90 degree here?
Yeah, 90 degree at that arm. And so you're trying to find the passive stretch first, okay?
It's right about there.
Yeah. And so normally in this, you want to do at least 2 minutes of passive stretching to warm up your capsule and stuff in there, okay?
The magic of editing, that's been 2 minutes.
So we'll go to, so you'd actually want to hold 2 minutes, because so I guess part of it is you need to warm up your capsule to accept any actual load, and for your brain to even interpret that there's stuff happening at that level. So you need to have enough like passive time to kind of slowly coax it into range. So we'll chat a little bit, and then obviously you can edit, fast forward it.
that's what Jimmy says. That's why we pay Jimmy the big bucks.
Okay. So to do your pails and rails now, we've gotten your 2 minutes kind of time under tension in terms of your passive stretch. For people doing this at home, you have to do 2 minutes. It does not work if there's not 2 minutes of passive stretching. It's not, up for discussion. So your pails is going to be kind of the at-length contraction. So we're going to stay in there. Don't run it away. Keep that arm up there.
Okay.
So your hand's going to become an immovable object in a wall, and what you're going to do is trying to use everything on the backside of that shoulder. These guys are going to fight each other. They're going to have a nice little battle, okay? Keep going. Ramp it up more. Give me more effort. Keep your abs. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to make a fist with this hand, and I want you to actively try to lift this hand down towards the floor off. Yeah, rotate. Keep that hand bent and go as hard as you can. Keep going. Keep going. 5, 4, 3. Slowly let this guy come back to your hand. Don't help it yet. 2, 1, and relax and re-brace. Stay in position. And see if there's any more range. Yeah. See if there's any more range. Breathe. You have to calm the nervous system down. This is end range training.
Right.
You're probably going to cramp potentially in some of the stuff, even associated tissue. We'll do another one, okay? So now we're going to re-brace, flex, and then fight each other. These guys are going to have another battle. Go, ramp it up more. Keep building. Brace, brace, brace. Go, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rails. Lift off and try to rotate it towards the ground. Slowly hold it in position. Yeah, go, 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 go. 3.
Yeah, I can feel the shoulder want to come this way.
Yeah, 1, re-brace, and come back up. Yeah, so trying to find that compensation. Yeah, restack it. Right to there. We'll do one more. Rotate that guy in. Just passive stretch. Okay. Your last reps. So start with that ab brace. Breathe in. Start fighting. These guys are at war. Go. Go. Yeah, there you go. That's the max effort. Go. Drive. 3, 2, 1, and rails. Rotate. Try to find more range. Rotate it down towards the ground. Go. 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 3, 2, 1. Grab back on. Relax. Take your last little bit of passive stretch. Don't run away from it right away. You have to tell your brain that this is okay, even though it's a total nightmare. Okay, and slowly let the arm go straight. So that's max effort work to try and get your posterior capsule loaded up and actually create more rotation. So
amazing. So one last quick question. Thank you so much, because again,
you'll be a little bit lopsided today. But
that's great. I'll do one more on the other side. When it comes to just any suggestions on exercises for MMA from what you know about martial arts, is there anything in particular that you might suggest for people that I'm training with, things that they might spend a little bit of extra time on?
Unfortunately, I wouldn't have a specific exercise. It would really depend on what they need, right? Because it's going to change dramatically, right?
So true.
If someone has good enough rotation in their shoulder, let's say, I'm not going to tell them to do pails and rails max effort, right?
Right.
To give generalized stuff is
not very helpful.
Not very helpful, and with this, I guess pails and rails is what this is called, but it's not really a normal type of exercise. People like a squat. The mouth noise of a thing to give me an exercise that'll fix these issues. It's well, that's dependent on the issues you have.
So it's got to be there is no one size fits all. It is
like,
really.
I guess if the only thing I was going to recommend is like finding some like an FRS practitioner, do an assessment. If they have kin stretch would be your next best generalized option, to be honest, because that's like GPP. Kin stretch is GPP, and then if you want specific work, general physical preparation.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you want that, then it's like, okay, kin stretch is kind of that for MMA guys. That's what I would say.
Sick.
And then if you want specific work to address specific issues, you need an assessment to get done to identify, okay, we need more capsular space. Let's train that, and then we strengthen it.
Fantastic. That makes a lot of sense, man. Appreciate the hell out of you.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot, guys.